And who was it who loaded the hay onto the truck?
I know.
Did you have any involvement with that?
No.
At what time did you leave the property?
Oh, that was so long ago. Oh, well, I left my place. I think I had lunch. About 2 o'clock? About 2 o'clock?
Did you do anything before you left?
Like what?
Anything at all to the truck, for example?
Did I do anything to the truck?
Yes.
I was waiting for an objection. I checked it.
And when you say you checked it, what do you mean by that? You checked it?
Oh, well, it was already loaded when I got there, so I had to walk around and make sure it was stacked properly and had been tied down and was safe and secure.
Was it stacked properly?
It looked so to me.
And was it safe and secure?
Looked so to me.
How heavy is the hay?
Well, it depends how much hay you're lifting.
Do you know how much hay was stacked on the truck on this occasion?
I have a 5-ton truck, so fair bit.
Okay. And whilst you were driving to Gawler, can you describe what road you were driving on?
Well, I wasn't in Gawler. I was out at Tim's property to start with, so I picked up the hay from Tim's and then drove. And he's about 20 kilometres out of Roseworthy, so I have to go from there and take a long road through Gawler. And then, I'm sorry, what was your question?
I'll rephrase it. You were heading to a farm festival, is that right?
Yes.
And where is the farm festival located?
In Gawler, the Gawler Showground.
So you were driving to Gawler this day?
Yes.
And what speed were you driving at?
Well, I didn't speed. I was doing the speed limit.
Which one?
Well, it changes because it's a really long road.
As you were driving, did something occur?
Well, do you mean the crash? Yes. Yeah, there was a crash. A car came, it was on the wrong side of the road and it just came around the corner and I had to move and swerve. And it was just, yes, something happened.
You say it was on the wrong side of the road. Can you
Yeah.
describe what the car looked like?
It was on my side of the road. Oh, the car. It was white.
White.
Yeah, Commodore, those Holden things.
And you said it swerved. You had to swerve, is that right?
Well, yeah, I had to swerve because it was on my side of the road.
Okay. When you swerved, what happened after that?
Well, I was going around a right-hand corner and I saw the car, the white car. Such a stupid number plate too. Anyway, it was coming my way, and so I then had to just turn the wheel, and then there was another truck there, a cattle truck, a big cattle truck, and I had to turn in front of the cattle truck, and I almost hit the cattle truck because this idiot was coming on my side of the road.
Okay, let's break that down a little bit. Firstly, what was the number plate?
Oh, it was like Dork or something.
And you said you swerved and went onto the other side of the road?
Across the other side of the road,
Across the other side
yeah.
of the road, and
Yes.
you saw another cattle truck, is that right?
A cattle truck.
Yes, and what happened with the cattle truck?
It's after I swerved in front of it, it must have put its brakes on because it stopped, and then it came and spoke. The truck didn't come and speak to me. The driver of the truck came and spoke to me.
The driver of the truck came and spoke to you. What did he say?
Am I okay? I managed to get myself out, and he said, "Am I okay?" And well, wait a minute. I must have walked up to him. I got out because I saw his cab, the cab of the truck, and he had a radio in it. So I said to him, "Can you call the police?"
And did he call the police?
I believe so. Yes.
Now, I want to take you back to something you said earlier. You mentioned you had a conversation with the driver of the Commodore.
I don't think I said that.
Oh, my apologies. Did you have a conversation with the driver of the
I
Commodore?
did, yes.
Okay. And what was the nature of that discussion?
He wasn't straight away because I got out and I'd spoken to the driver of the truck first, and then after about 5 minutes, this guy comes out of the Commodore and he starts coming up to me and he said something. He said something like, "I didn't see you through all the dust," or something like that. And I just looked at him and shook my head. I could have gotten so angry, but I think I was a little stressed at the time, so I just didn't get that angry. But I just looked at him and said, oh, my truck was all loaded, and it would have just been nice if you waited to overtake until you came round the corner.
What was his response to that?
I don't think he said anything.
Did you know the driver?
No.
I just want to ask you, going back to your evidence about coming around the bend where the crash occurred, you said, do you know at that point what speed you were travelling?
About 60, I'd say. I mean, it's just after the road changes, because it was asphalt a little while back and it changes to dirt. So I had slowed down because of the dirt, like it was unsurfaced. And I think it was about 60 k's.
And in relation to how fast you were going, are you able to provide your observations on how fast the Commodore was going?
Oh my God, twice.
Objection, Your Honour. This witness has any foundation to give that answer.
Oh, but I saw it.
This witness has no foundation to give an answer as to speed.
But he was going fast.
I think I've been overruled.
That's one prosecution.
Now, you said police arrived at some point?
Oh, just one guy.
Okay, and did you provide a statement to police?
Yes.
And did the policeman say anything to you?
Objection, Your Honour. Calling for hearsay.
But he's... I was just going to say it to me.
Objection, Your Honour. I've been overruled again.
Well, yeah, the policeman say anything to me. He came up and asked if I was okay. But I think... he did say something to me. He said the dork guy, the guy driving the car, that they've been looking for that car for a while because it had been speeding in the area.
Thank you, Your Honour. No further questions.
You were concerned about the height of the haystack, weren't you?
No.
When you checked, you were concerned about the height of the haystack, weren't you?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that again?
When you checked the hay on the truck before leaving, you were concerned about its height, weren't you?
Oh no, I was just checking to make sure it was all strapped.
You were concerned about the height of the
Object.
hay.
Asked and answered.
No.
The dirt road you were travelling on just prior to the accident wasn't in very good condition, was it?
Well, look, it has potholes.
Well, it had potholes, it had corrugations.
Do you mean the bit where the car goes bump, 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 bump? Yeah, it had that.
There's lots of those, weren't there? There's lots of potholes.
A lot, well, look, lots is a bit relative. I drive on a lot of roads, and so, South Australian roads are notorious. They're terrible. There's potholes everywhere, even on bitumen roads. But, there's a few.
And as you're driving on this terrible road that you've described, it was necessary for you to avoid the potholes, wasn't it?
Well, nobody likes to drive over a pothole.
Particularly when you're driving a 5-tonne truck.
It's not comfortable. The suspension's okay, but it sometimes hurts.
Particularly when the truck is stacked so high with hay.
Well, at any time, really.
And you're being careful, weren't you?
I'm a very careful driver.
You've been careful to avoid the potholes.
I'm a very careful driver.
And it was necessary for you to avoid the potholes, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
In other words, you did avoid potholes, didn't you?
Well, I did my best to, yes.
When you saw the white Commodore that you described before, there was some distance ahead, wasn't it?
The Dork car.
Well, the white Commodore. Was there
Yes.
more than one white Commodore?
No, there was just one car.
So you understood my question to be referring to that white Commodore?
Yes.
And when you saw that car, it was quite far ahead of you, wasn't it?
Well, I saw it when I came around the corner. It was there.
You also saw the cattle truck,
I did.
and the cattle truck was creating lots of dust, wasn't it?
No.
The cattle truck wasn't creating lots of dust, is that your evidence?
Well, it was going slower than the white car, so it wasn't creating as much dust as the white car that was going faster.
When was it that you say that you saw the cattle truck relative to the white car?
So can
Did
you?
you see the white car first, or did you see the cattle truck first?
Well, I came around the corner, and probably where I was looking, I would have seen the cattle truck because as you're around the right-hand corner, it's on the left-hand side, so I would have seen that first, and then the white car was coming up really close alongside it, so maybe about the same time.
And when you swerved to the left,
Yes.
you swerved violently to the left, didn't you?
What do you mean by violently?
Well, you pulled the wheel over quite hard, causing your vehicle to swerve over quite hard to the left, didn't you?
I did have to pull it really quickly, yes, because the car was coming at me really fast and I needed to get out of the way really quickly.
And it was you swerving hard to the left that caused your vehicle to overbalance, wasn't it?
Well, wouldn't have done it if I didn't swerve to the left.
And you overbalanced, or your vehicle overbalanced because of the height of the hay that was stacked on the truck.
I don't agree.
Well, that's what you said at the time of the accident, though, wasn't it?
Well, I think my car toppled over because I turned left because the car was on the wrong side of the road.
Well, that may be an answer to one question, but it's not an answer to the question that I asked.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Could you please repeat it for me?
You said at the time of the accident that you were concerned that you had people topped over because the hay was stacked too high.
Oh, I don't recall that, no.
Do you deny that?
I certainly don't recall saying it. Have you got a statement somewhere that I've said it?
Do you deny saying that?
I don't recall saying it, so
Do you recall having a discussion after the accident, as you described with the truck driver of the cattle truck?
yes.
You told the driver of the cattle truck that you were concerned that you had toppled over because the hay was stacked too high.
No, I don't think so.
I suggest to you, Miss Smith, that you swerving to the left had nothing to do with the presence of the white Commodore on the road.
Okay.
You agree with that?
I know you just said you suggested.
Do you agree with that?
No.
Well, the reason you toppled over was because of the height of the haystack, correct?
No, the reason I toppled over was because I swerved left.
Well, you were driving too fast, that's why you lost control of the vehicle, wasn't it?
No.
You were driving 60 kilometres an hour on a rough road.
What is a dirt road with potholes?
No further questions. Our next witness will be Sergeant Leo, aka Harry, who was the police officer who attended at the scene of the accident following a call.
Sergeant, how long have you been in the police force?
About 14 years.
And what is your current roles? Are you on patrols or something else?
Yeah, I'm on patrol most of the times.
And I want to take you to the events of 4th of October 2022. What were you doing on that day?
Well, I was on patrol duty, and then I got a call that there was an accident on about Gola Road.
You said you got a call. Who called you?
It was like the call centre.
The call centre.
Yeah,
And what did the call centre relate to you during that call centre?
that there was an accident on Gola Road.
Okay.